Hello everyone. Today let's talk about right to property. This is a very important right and very important topic. It concerns everyone because yeah, we have our belongings, starting from our food, clothes, shelter. This is the basic needs. Now we have education is included in the basic needs, but from the dawn of the human civilization, our basic need has been always been food, shelter, and clothing. Okay, and these belongings are our property, and we have the right to have these belongings because we need these basic things, these properties, to survive and to prosper and to live life of with dignity. So yeah, right to property is very important. So the, where these belongings come from, how we earn these properties, belongings, these properties, our belongings are the value of our labor. Yeah, we exchange these belongings with our labor, sweat and labor. Maybe food, we earn it by hunting, by gathering, or by cultivating them. So we exchange them with labor. This puts belongings, clothes, shelter, same thing. We build it or we exchange it with money. Money is just an exchange, a medium of labor exchange. Yeah, this home builder masons may no need my service. Yeah, I'm just a online freelance web designer, and this mason does not need my service, but someone, business, small business owner, need my service, and he pay my value, so money exchange medium, and I pay to the mason to for him to build my house. So just labor, all these belongings are value of labor. We earn it, and these properties that we earn through our labor, these are our belongings, these are our private properties, and we have absolute rights, we have absolute authority over these belongings. Nobody can take them away. This is our private property. This is the division between private sphere and public sphere. Means private is space and public space. You may have heard about the uh, personal space. Give some personal space, something like that. Personal space means his own space, his own home, his own room, his own belonging. That's the personal space, not the public space. So this is the division of public and private spheres. Those, the land, the house, these are my own private properties. In these private properties, in this area, in the premise, in my premise of these private properties, I have the absolute authority, and I have the right to defend this my private properties. I To defend my private life, my property, I can, yeah, defend with violence. For example, if someone want to rob my property, and I can beat him or I can kill him in the worst scenario. So in India, right to property is not a fundamental right. It was, but with the constitutional amendments in 1978, now it is just human rights. It is no longer fundamental rights, but it is human rights. Human rights means this right is a basic for a human being to live. So that's why we call it human rights. This is the basic needs, basic rights, and so nobody can violate these basic rights. So we have the right to property. we have the right to safeguard the value of our labor, sweat and labor. And the right to property, private property, is very important in Western countries like America. Yeah, they have the right to shoot someone in their own house, in, yeah, for defense, for the argument of defense. And yeah, for these private properties that we have earned through our labor, we have the right to ownership, transfer means we can sell these things, and we can it can be inherited by our offsprings, or yeah, or future generations. It can be inherited by the sons, grandsons. Yeah, the, yeah, future offsprings can be inheritance. Yeah. Yeah, for the inheritance, it may be contradictory. It may be contradictory because these properties are not earned by this future inheritance. Those grandsons, the second generations, they do not earn these properties through their own certain labor, so they should not belong to them. According to this value of labor theory of private property, but these properties are all earned by their own family, their own father or mother, their, yeah, parents. So that's why they have the right to inheritance. But these properties, they are 100%, they are not their own, so that's why the government have to impose tax, inheritance tax. Is a inheritance tax is very prominent in Western countries like USA. In India, you may not have heard about inheritance tax, but in USA like country, inheritance tax is very huge. Almost 50% has to be paid for in tax. That's why there are lots of trustees, NGOs, organizations in USA, because we they have to inherit through the form of trustees. Without the trustees, without these organizations, uh, uh, they have to pay a lot of tax. To avoid this tax, yeah, the yeah, they use indirect way of inheritance through trustees, organizations, NGOs. Okay. As I mentioned before, we have the right for protection defense of these private properties. Yeah, this is basic human rights, right to property. Yeah, it is not fundamental rights in India, but it is fundamental in other countries, many countries like USA. So right to property is very important. Without right to property, right to private property, we do not have to we do not have the motivation to work more, to prosper, to progress. We will work, yeah, we want to survive, we will work to get cloth, food and shelter, but for more progress, for more development, we do not have the desire to work more if we do not have the right to private property. For example, in a communist country, now most of the communist countries have the right to private property. They have the right to private property, but in the 20th century, during the Cold War period, yeah, in the 20th century, in Russia, Soviet Union or China, Republic of China, people do not have their private property rights. Most of them have the, yeah, private properties. All the things like land, factories are nationalized. In such scenario, there is no competition and level, and the extra level, the motivation to work harder. They get some food and shelter and just in normal work. So yeah, that's why we encourage capitalism, liberalism, free market theory. It is, yeah, communism, it is good. Everyone uh, uh, has the chance to eat, has the chance to protect from cold, which has the chance to get shelter. But this does not work in 21st century or when the country is developed. When the country is poor, communism works. But when the country is getting richer, communism does not work. There is always room for private properties. Without private properties, this system will not work, because everybody seeks human interest, self-interest. This is basic human the instinct. This is not derogatory or not bad thing. We want to have more private property. We want to save more for the future for yeah, we want to save money, savings. We want to have more money for the progress. We want to eat better food. We want to wear better clothes. We want to build better houses. We want to have better education. We want to have better health services. To get this, we want to have more. We want to save more money. So this is not bad thing. Seeking self-interest is not bad thing. But seeking self-interest through violating the others interests, like illegal means, extra legal means, is not good. But through legal means, through correct procedures, seeking private properties, seeking, yeah, progress is a good thing. Yeah, right to property. Private property is the value of our labor, is just the exchange of our sweat and labor. Yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you like this my simple explanation.